Ain't it good to feel glorious on a Monday morning with Macaboy and Skylar Grey? Right, in the studio with me, I have a couple of guests this morning, and we're talking about something that is close to a lot of people's hearts, but it's not a sensitive topic, it's just kind of hard to talk about. But we have in the studio with us Dr. Julia Ambler. Good morning, and welcome to DYR. And also we have Tracy Brand. Now, you guys are from the Umduduzi Children's Hospice Services, correct?
Yes, correct. So
we are talking about children's palliative care now. There is a conference coming up at the end of May. What is, first of all, Dr. Ambler, what is palliative care for children? What does that mean?
It's a really good question, Kevin. Everyone asks.
Yep.
Palliative care is a service for children with serious or life-threatening illness.
Yeah.
So the idea is that every child going through an illness has got a lot of social issues, emotional issues, spiritual issues, as well as physical symptoms that need to be managed. The traditional model of medicine doesn't cater for that. It's sort of diagnosis, treatment, and off you go.
Yeah.
Whereas palliative care services look after the whole child. It's about mind, body, and spirit. So it's all the filling in bits.
And this is at all hospitals clear across, the whole area. Is that right? Oh, sorry. So that's at all hospitals? Is that what's going on? It's a service that's at all hospitals?
Yes, it is. So we are based in Durban. We're a very small team, but we work in all the different state hospitals around the whole of eThekwini.
Yeah.
And we also cover the private sector as well.
So this conference that's coming up here, Tracy, the conference is coming up at the end of May, is it?
That's correct,
the 30th
yes.
of May. It's here in Durban, the International Conference on Child Palliative Care Network. So what happens at a conference this is? Why is it important that we have a conference like this in Durban?
Firstly, the International Children's Palliative Care Network, this is the third conference that they're going to be running, and it's the first time that it's going to be in Africa, and now it's in South Africa, and it's in Durban, which is huge. I think the importance of this conference is palliative care is not a recognized speciality in South Africa. So many people within the health profession don't even realize what they can offer outside of the traditional medical model. And so a conference of this magnitude is bringing international speakers, like gurus in the field, to Durban, and it's an opportunity for local people to get to know more about this topic and to learn more and to actually be able to now take these skills back to the settings that they work in.
And so I guess it's going to be difficult for some people to come through because it's quite expensive to attend this conference. So you're not just attending and working and organizing this conference, but you're also trying to get some people to the conference that can't afford it?
Yes, definitely. There are a lot of nurses working out in the state hospitals who have no idea about palliative care. There are not a lot of opportunities for education, so this is a golden opportunity for them to come. And obviously, attending a conference is expensive. It's 4 days of international speakers, of local speakers, of meals. It's a big thing. So we really want to get as many people as we can, because this is a fantastic opportunity for us in Durban.
And you've got there's an online auction going to help some of these people go. Just tell me quickly a little bit about that online auction and who's going to benefit. Who are we able to bring in if you are able to raise some money? Who are some of the people you can bring into this?
Yeah, so the ICPCN are holding an online auction with some incredible prizes, weekends away, just absolutely awesome stuff around Durban. And with the idea with the money that we raise from that conference is going to go solely towards scholarships. It's not going towards any of the conference expenses. It's going towards getting people here who can't afford to get here themselves.
So sort of nurses and who else?
Nurses,
people involved with palliative
nurses,
care.
Social workers, play coordinators in play programs in hospitals or even in hospice settings, dietitians, physios, anybody who...
What would be that? Sorry, just to catch you. What would be the ideal amount of money you want to raise to bring people here?
Well, currently we've had 30 applications from people from South Africa, but also from abroad who can't afford to come, like from Uganda and countries like that.
Yeah.
And if we were to give those 30 a full scholarship, which includes accommodation, everything, the pre-conference workshops, we need 60,000 Rand.
Okay, so tell me how this online auction is working at the moment.
Okay, so it's a blind auction, and if you go to icpcnconference.org /en/auction.
I think we'll have to put that up on our
Facebook page. Yeah. And there's a blind auction and explains all the prizes. You register, you put in your bid, and if you're the winner, you're the winner.
What sort of things do you win?
So there's
holidays
there's a weekend away at Pumula Beach Lodge, which is awesome down the coast for a family of 4. There's a 2-night stay at Zimbali. There's this Ilangeni Hotel, the Riverside Hotel.
Okay, good. So there's some fantastic prizes to win, but of course it's not about that. It is about this conference. What, Dr. Ambler, what are some of the important things that are going to cover at the conference that's going to make a difference? We are going to take a song here and then come back to you, but I just want to know, what are the important things at the conference to you, the most important aspects?
The most important thing, I think, is things like pain management. children in hospitals experience excruciating pain. People just don't understand, health professionals don't understand how to measure pain or how to manage pain. And so one of the big things we're going to be covering and looking at is how to actually treat a child in pain.
And what is the sort of circumstances in Durban? Are there a lot of children in these circumstances who are suffering like this?
Absolutely. I mean, the cancer statistics are getting worse. There are children with heart failure, liver disease, congenital problems. The range of diseases we see as an organisation is absolutely huge. So there are a lot of children in need.
I think what we're going to do, because we've been chatting for a while, is just going to play a song, and then I'll come back and we'll cover a little bit more about the conference. So that is, we're very lucky in the studio to have Tracy Brand and Dr. Julia Amber from the Umduduzi Children's Hospice Services, and we're talking about the big International Children's Palliative Care Network Conference that is coming up at the end of May. But let's just take a tune from the 031. This is Alta Music with Radio. Alta Music here on DYR Breakfast. We're chatting all things children's palliative care this morning. With us in the studio we have Tracy Brand and Dr. Julia Amber from the Umduduzi Children's Hospice Services, and a partner to a conference that is happening here in Durban at the end of May. Welcome back, ladies.
Thank you.
Okay, and now palliative care. Okay, it's a hard thing to talk about. It's about children with terminal illnesses. How has this benefited? Perhaps you can tell us the story of one child, how this has affected their family, and how the palliative support has helped.
Well, a particular example I can think of was a little girl. She was 12 and was diagnosed with a very lethal brain tumor. And obviously the parents really struggled with that, and she underwent many, many treatments. And when the treatment was clearly failing, it's that point where families just don't know what to do. Most doctors also don't know what to do. Cancer doctors don't know what to do. So at that point, we became involved. Ideally, we'd love to have been involved much earlier to support the family all the way through the treatment, which is what we tried to do, largely at Albert Luthuli Hospital. But for this child, we did get involved, and it was largely managing her pain. She had a lot of headaches, and her symptoms started to deteriorate.
How old was she?
She was 12.
Okay.
And over time, with this brain tumor growing, it affected everything. It affected her ability to talk, to walk, and slowly over a few weeks, all her faculties were going, but she was mentally very alert. So she needed a lot of emotional support, because obviously that is hugely, hugely difficult. And for those poor parents watching her struggle with these changing symptoms, they also needed a lot of emotional support. So that was one thing we were able to offer them. We were also able to talk about what was going to happen in the future. So a big part of palliative care is planning for the future, making decisions about what you want, not rushing to hospital in every emergency, because going to hospital isn't necessarily going to help.
Yeah.
So it's about keeping the child comfortable at home, and we were able to do that for her. And after quite a long time at home with her symptoms maximally controlled and her quality of life as best as it could be, she died very, very peacefully in the arms of her parents, and we were able to support them in their bereavement phase as well.
It is a very sad story, but as you say, it's just one of so many cases going on with children in and around just here in Durban, obviously, of course, but we're around everywhere. And so, Tracy, how does a conference like this then, how does a child like that, or a family like the story we just heard, how are they going to be able to benefit out of this international conference, which is being held in Durban end of next month?
I think there's so many ways that our children are going to benefit from this conference. So the more people we can get there that are working in the local clinics, local hospitals, and they get to learn more about what palliative care is. And as Julia was saying, it's not just about the physical symptoms, it's about how do we support that child emotionally and psychologically as well as that family. Yeah. And by learning the skills, because we are seriously got experts in the topic that are going to be here, and it's going to be an opportunity for people to learn these skills, and then that's going to go back to where they're working. Yes. So everybody who gets to that conference is going to touch lives when they go back to their environment. And it's not going to be one child, it's going to be every child.
It's going to be lots.
And it's not just going to be the kids with those bad diagnoses. It's going to be every child who has an illness and who's in hospital is going to benefit from these new skills that these medical professionals are going to learn.
Good. There's a silver lining there. So there's just one more time before we wrap it up. We are obviously also trying to raise some money so we can bring some nurses and people from far away to come to the conference that can't ordinarily afford to. So just one more time about that online auction. We are going to put it up on our Facebook page, so you can go online. What is it again, please?
It's www.icpcnconference.org, and then there's a link to the auction.
Okay, ICPCN. All right, but what we'll do is we'll put that up on our Facebook page just now. So once again, ladies, thank you so much for coming in. Thanks that you do all that you do for the kids and for organising this conference. Hopefully, people learn and they take away some very valuable information from us. And we're here. And if you need any more support from DYR at the end of May, we are here for you. Okay, thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you again then to Tracy Brand and to Dr. Julia Amber. Is there anything you'd like to say in closing?
Just to say, if anyone doesn't want to participate in in the auction, you can also go onto that site and make a simple donation.
A donation.
And every cent counts. Whether it's 50 Rand or 1,000 Rand, we'd be grateful for every bit of support that comes in.
Thank you, ladies. That's from the International Children's Palliative Care Network, dealing with children with terminal illnesses. Well, they need your help. We'll put those details on our Facebook page later on. And thank you so much, ladies, for coming in. All right, so we're running just a little bit behind. I'm going to take a track now, and then we will catch up with our next sports report with the lovely Jamie DeBray. So thank you, ladies, and good luck with that conference. So Jamie's here. We'll take a little